anybody.
Hello again. There we go. Now we're just waiting on. Oh, there he is. Oh boy, he's coming. As soon as it travels over that 15 megabit per second DSL speed, there he is. What's going on?
You didn't have to do all that.
Where are we recording? That's why I'm sounding so fake.
Mm-hmm.
Truly glad to see you for the first time in a week.
Yeah. Last week, the internet outage, the internet didn't come on until my dad told me it came on like 20 minutes after I left the house.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I almost called like fucking Spectrum. You ain't gonna disrespect me like that.
Yeah, how dare you? I'm on the spectrum.
That didn't need to be.
Yeah.
I thought this was a reboot.
That was a nice, easy one there, RJ.
That was one I've been banking for a week and was angry with myself for not thinking of last week.
Hey, you had a good one when I posted that cartoon picture of myself.
I did, and it wasn't enough, hence why I still brought it up this week.
You guys like me, right?
I love you. I love you, pal.
Oh, thanks, pal.
Yeah, I'd love you too, buddy.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Okay. Good. So, fun news. We are doing a promo swap with a wonderful podcast called James. Oh, my God. I already fucked it up. Hey, guys. We're doing a promo swap. A wonderful podcast called Game Johns. And Game Johns is hosted by Riley. And so join her and her crew as they delve into everything games, from upcoming titles and nostalgic classics to game development and intriguing interviews. Learn and laugh alongside this ragtag team of indie devs. Whether you want to philosophize about the definition of a game, discuss the hype behind virtual reality, or discover games you've never heard of, Game Johns is the crew for you. For more, check out allmylinks.com/GameJohns and look up their Twitter @GameJohns for all news and announcements. So please do that. They are a fun little podcast. I did have a chance to listen in. So if you guys like us, you will like them. All right, now on to our actual episode. They're really
together, Abdul.
Well, Abdul's right. They're gonna regret doing a promo swap with us.
You said it was hosted by a woman named Riley.
Yes.
She didn't listen to season 1 if she wanted cross promotion with us.
No. Well, a gentleman named Eli reached out to me, and he was on the episode I listened to, and they're actually kind of cool. They're like it's born out of this like little indie studio from people like all over the world called Lantern Lights Studio.
Uh-huh.
They're a game dev like a startup kind of thing, very very indie. But yeah, I mean, any kind of affiliated corporation probably shouldn't be touching us, but I didn't say that. So
we've said enough. Said enough.
Anyways, this week at the Proud Boys meeting,
you got David Duke.
That's right. He came to speak. And we did what we always do when a famous racist comes. We all stand, salute, and shove a dildo in our butt, like our God and Lord Gavin McInnes.
Yeah.
You guys have seen that video, right?
No.
Gavin McInnes shoves a dildo in his ass to prove he's not gay. Yeah, I'll send you the link after this.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a fun one. All right. So I've been having a good week. I don't know about you guys. I did not think I was gonna play anything, but from the Friday night to last night, I played all of Titanfall 2. So
Nice.
yeah,
I
I
like
finally
that.
got around to that, and I was like, oh, okay, this is what everyone was talking about. It was very
I
fun.
really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, stupid easy.
Yeah. I
I-
like
What, the campaign?
Yes. Oh my god, I put it on. Because I was looking at it and I put it on hard because I always get intimidated by the top ones because they're like, this is for masters of Titanfall. And I was like, oh, all right, well, I'm not that. So I just put it on hard and it was an absolute cakewalk. So other than that, I mean, it was fun. But I didn't really play a lot else. I tried to sit back down with a little bit of Hitman, and it just didn't hit the same notes now that I'm finished with the campaign.
yeah, you said it was incredibly short.
Biggest fucking disappointment. Like, it started off like, oh, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Then, like, the last mission, I was like, credits started rolling. I was like, wait a minute. Is that seriously it? What was it, like 5 missions or 6?
Seems like it, yeah.
It's either 5 or 6. And a lot of them are like, it took me a while for a couple of them, but when I say a while, like an hour, you know? So like when this one ended, I was like,
is that it?
Oh wow, like holy shit, man. That's some bullshit that you're charging $60 for that, man.
Yeah, well, I saw
apparently like there are more missions coming, like free missions, I guess, but it's like, stop giving us these fucking games that I don't know, man. It's just
stop adding shit later.
Out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, I was hesitant to buy because I'm not really into Hitman that much. Is like I'm not really into that big like kind of stealth thing. Like I wasn't a big fan of Metal Gear Solid 5. And
yeah.
But you like the other Metal Gear Solids.
Yeah, because I didn't like how open world it was. Because it didn't feel like Metal Gear to me.
It was a little confusing, even coming from somebody who's never played one before. Like I think I put like 15 hours into that game. It just didn't click with me. I didn't.
It's like I never played Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, and that's where like I guess it started like the open world.
Wasn't that just like PSP or something like that?
Yeah, and I never played that. And once I got to Ground Zeroes and then Metal Gear Solid 5, I just realized it wasn't for me.
Yeah,
I like the old school Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah. Do you just not like? Would you just rather all your games be? It seems like you don't really like open world games at all.
I wouldn't say that. It's just it's like with a lot of open world games like nowadays, they just like tell you like there's going to be so much stuff in there, but it's really not. It's like they sell you on the bullshit, and I really don't want to like put my money into that anymore. They use like every game now is just like it just states like, oh, it's open world now, but like okay, that's cool. What's going to facilitate that world? It's just I can walk anywhere. Yeah, I can do that in real life. That's fucking dumb.
Well, not can, have to. There's a difference. That's why.
Give me a couple weeks, baby.
What is this, a sim?
No, you're right. Like a lot of open world is just like space for the sake of having space.
Yeah, it's like the last open world game that I really had fun in was Just Cause 4, and I liked how silly it was.
Yeah.
And it's like what's a game like Mafia, the definitive one, the remake that just came out. Like that was open world, but there was nothing to do. You just drive around and look at the sites. Like that's dumb. It's like
did you guys ever play LA Noire?
Yeah, same with that too.
Yeah, that was open world in the loosest sense.
Yeah.
It's like
Because you had to follow a very specific story.
Yep.
And you're just going these places that don't matter at all.
Yeah, if it wasn't advertised as like a 1940s detective GTA, which they kind of let get away from them, because that's what game companies do. If people want to see their game in a certain light, they allow them to, even if it's an inaccurate representation.
Yeah.
But I mean, Alien Noir wasn't bad, but yeah, I mean, that's such a letdown when like you go around and everything's just like these like totally solid buildings that you can't enter. There's like 5 people.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's really
it's just
dumb.
like, I remember LA Noir had like you go to like spots to like collect points and look at like land view points, like look at the Hollywood sign from afar. I was like, why the fuck would I want to do that?
Right.
It's like, what am I collecting here? It's like, it's
experience.
Dumb. Yeah, that's why Team Bondi's gone.
Well, that's because apparently they chain people to desks and whip them there. So
yeah,
the sounds of it.
True. Yeah. It's I don't know. It's like I was playing like what's the Evil Within 2, and it has like this open worldness to it, but it's very linear. Where it's like you can go to like it's big enough where like you can go do like these tiny objectives, but the world isn't so like big where you just get lost in it for no reason. There's like stuff to do in this tiny world,
and
I like stuff like that.
Yeah, that tracks. Did you play anything you liked this week?
Yeah, I've been playing Battlefront 2, the multiplayer.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a very out of character game.
Yeah, I just wanted like a first-person shooter to play. I was going to download Warzone, but I saw the gigabytes. Fuck no.
Well, hold on. Time out. Star Wars Battlefront is like 120 gigs.
Yeah, true, yeah, but at least
I deleted Battlefront for that reason, because I can't have both on there, you know? That shit is fucking absurd. But yeah, Star Wars Battlefront is not small. What do you think of it, though?
I like it. It's fun. It's got lasers and shit. It's a fun multiplayer where it's just like there's like objectives that you can do, and like I like playing the TIE fighter battles in there. They're really fun.
Yeah, the space battles like is what like kind of sets that game apart, because it's like it is just like a fun extra thing to have. Because I don't really like the multiplayer, like it's too fucking massive, man. Like
it's like Battlefield. It's like uses the dice engine, if I'm
but see, correct. Like Battlefield, there's like places for you to go. Like you could almost never run into like the same person in Battlefield, just because there's massive city where it's like so many buildings and so many places to go.
Yeah.
Like Battlefront, man, it's just like especially if you have an objective map, it's like you go into this place, and I don't know if you experienced this, but you just die over and over again trying to do the same exact thing. It's like
there's like clusters of enemies that like in the same place where like if you forget, like you get mowed down again.
Yeah, and then like the fun part about like the big fun part about that game is like being able to be Obi-Wan or Anakin.
Yeah. I was just gonna ask about that. Doesn't that happen never?
You can never pick. You can never pick them, because guys have been playing this shit for like 3 or 4 years. I don't know how old this game is.
And
they just get the heroes fucking 5 minutes into the match, and you're just like, oh, okay, I'll just fuck myself playing fucking specialists for sometimes those fucking matches can last.
Is that a class where like you just like get down in the snow and start jerking yourself off?
Yes.
It's a $5.99 edition.
But yeah, it's like it's a fun game, but when it's not fun, it's not fucking fun at all. You're just like, God damn.
I'm having a good time right now, so I'm probably gonna run into that at some point. But
Yeah, like it's like once you start like to level up your classes, it's like, oh, this is cool. Like start to like upgrade your cards or whatever you do.
Yeah.
And then like when you want to start like switching over and trying uh like the heroes, you can't really do it because
You got
when you
really
do
attached to laying down and jerking off in the snow.
yeah.
I know I
When
can
you
be Yoda, but
when you first start to pick them, you're weak. You still get killed by like dudes with fucking laser guns.
Yeah.
wait, so they
It's
have like
weird.
stats based on your like
Yeah, they're
character?
like
Yeah.
That's
they're
fucking
like
stupid. What's the
they're
point in being like a
Yeah,
they're
it's fun.
legendary?
like you
That
collect these cards that you have to
star cards,
upgrade.
yeah.
But see, like you can't ever like really upgrade your cards because you can't pick the heroes to be able to like get the points to upgrade
Yeah.
them.
That's
It's like
so fucking
it's a
stupid.
dramatically flawed system that just it only you
It was
can't. It's not
made
it's not a game that you can jump in being like a new person and like have fun with it because everybody else already is
So I
better than
imagine
you.
it's made
the,
remarkably easier if you spend like $750 on it, though.
Oh,
oh,
probably,
yeah.
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 Well, they took like a lot of that out, but there's still some remnants of it. It's like EA's not going to forego fully like all transactions.
How
No, I
about
think they'll go harder on it now too because they basically lost Star Wars exclusivity. So they're like, well, fuck, why even try anymore?
Well, they're still
how
making a
about just
game.
give everybody everything? You know, like
Sure.
yes, be like, hey, you have these cards that you can upgrade, but you already have all the cards. Here go the cards. Upgrade what you want, or like I don't know, man. It's
Well,
annoying as fuck.
and all criticisms are valid in my opinion, but Fortnite is the most, I guess, righteous example of that because everything's cosmetic.
Right,
It's
exactly.
it's a
Yeah.
purely and I believe Counter-Strike is and Team Fortress are like that as well.
Yeah, they
Where
are.
the only real advantages to spending money is that you can make shit look the way that you want it to look. It's for fun. And that
Right.
seems to be the way that everybody's okay with. Nobody has a problem with cosmetic microtransactions.
Yeah.
Where it starts to get like I would say worse than EA is Ubisoft because in a single player game such as Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I believe 9 armor sets are locked behind a paywall, which makes up half of the total armor that you can actually get in the entire game.
Like, what do you mean? For single player, you have to. It's locked behind a paywall. What is that shit? You already paid. Some people
$60.
pay fucking $70 for this game, $80 for like deluxe or whatever.
I think it's
Which they may
100.
hopefully they got the fucking behind a paywall.
Yeah,
you know?
I would hope so as well. I mean, I don't know what that necessarily includes, but then you
But
get like these
for
fucking
single player, that's fucking ridiculous. Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, like
at this point, it's dumb.
it's
It's like
insane.
it's just like I don't know, man. I'm done.
Okay.
Well, so there's really no reason to like not. Have you never finished Valhalla? Did you?
No.
There is a very good game wrapped in there. I mean, but also I'm coming from not having played an Assassin's Creed since 3, but I was definitely impressed with a lot of the shit they did, especially, it's like one of the first next gen ish games that I played.
Yeah.
But the problem, I mean, it's plagued from everything that just revolves around money. I mean, the reason the campaign's 80 fucking hours long is because of money. It's,
Oh yeah.
you actually actively grind in that game if you play on anything other than easy mode. I mean, it's fucking stupid. But I don't know. I mean, I that's why I think it's worth it to have patience for really the kings of the open world game are
Yeah.
Rockstar, and they always will be. And I think that time and time again they prove that to us because I mean, even after the success of GTA 5 and GTA Online, everyone was convinced they wouldn't even bother with another Red Dead. And then 2.5 years ago, they delivered to us one of the greatest games ever made. From a single player perspective. Yes, granted, the campaign is very long, but I think that, they're always the ones to push the boundary with that kind of stuff. So I I have a lot of faith in whatever GTA 6 ends up being. They haven't really shown me any reason to doubt them, but a lot of people do because they believe that, they're always waiting for the next casualty of the microtransaction sort of, churn and dump out all this shitty, cheap, pointless content for online only experiences. But I think they can do both.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact,
yeah,
exactly. Very effectively. I mean, not only are they simultaneously doing GTA Online and then, that Red Dead single player experience that, I mean, is just fucking incredible, but they're also are then still supporting Red Dead Online, not as intensely as GTA Online. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of a garbage experience, but they still try. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's what you can do when you have 3,000 employees and an almost infinite budget because you made the biggest selling piece of media in the history of the world. So they tend to get a little leash, but that's why I don't think there's any reason to doubt them. I mean, I'm fucking amped for whatever GTA 6 ends up being, and I think it'll be fucking crazy. And that's when we'll kind of feel like at home again with an open world game, sort of like what Cyberpunk was kind of expected to be, which again, on everyone's faces for that, but
yeah,
it's I'm excited to see what they're doing. Hopefully, like, with all the revenue that they're getting, they can, like, they're working on something else too besides that.
Yeah, who really knows? I feel that in order to
maybe we'll get Agent back.
Yeah, right. In order to pull off something like Red Dead and pull it off on not just the base PS4, but the fucking base Xbox One, the shit that they had to do, and with it still being as incredible as it is, I think that took every last stitch of their resources over those 7 years to do it. Because I mean, you can't tell me that's not like a remarkably well optimized game. I mean, it's just the way it looks on a regular ass PS4, even with all the loading or any like frame rate issues. So I don't think they give themselves necessarily multiple projects at once. I think they just fucking time dump everything into one thing while also maintaining GTA Online. So I think if they're doing anything different, it's just going to be the next evolution of GTA Online,
Yeah.
So, which will, probably update the visuals and everything to sort of like scale with whatever GTA 6 is, maybe add the, whatever map that is. Who knows where it's going to be, but
true. Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, I'm excited for Thursday because Little Nightmares 2 comes out. So.
Oh, yeah? I still haven't gotten back into the first one. I got it.
Yeah, I only played it for like a few minutes. So, like, I ended up buying a Tomb Raider, like the definitive edition or whatever, because I never played the like re-release or the remake or whatever you want to call it. And
that's really good.
It was like $3 on the PlayStation Store, so I was like, oh, I'll buy that for that. It's it's not a bad game. I can see why, because I know it was kind of like polarizing, because it's just like it wasn't
titties.
like what's that?
Because the titties.
Yeah, exactly. Well, those have always been there.
How dare they round out the titties?
Exactly. I remember fucking downloading the nude patch on my parents' PC.
I remember you telling us that,
yeah. just to see fucking triangle titties. But I can see why people like didn't really like this one, because it's not a Tomb Raider game, Like, it just feels like it's trying to be too Uncharted, but it's fun, right. And you can't even really tell on PS5 that it was a PS3 game. Like, they did a really good job.
Yeah, it's that was one of the, when I had that like gaming slump like over 10 years ago, I was like, that was one of the games I picked up that brought me back to gaming.
Yeah. It's a pretty good game. I'm gonna get through that because it's only like 15 hours or something like that. And then like I looked up Rise of the Tomb Raider, and that's like 40. So I was like, God damn, I'm just probably gonna end up playing the first one and just leaving it alone for a while.
I have it if you want to borrow it.
Have
Isn't
what? No,
isn't that
they
the
just
second
gave away
one?
Rise, didn't they?
Yeah.
No, I mean,
They gave away Shadow. I
Shadow.
already
Yeah,
had Rise. They gave away a couple of years
Right.
ago.
No,
yeah.
they just did it a few months ago.
They just January's free games were was Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yep. But
Rise is the
they just
sequel.
did Rise a few months ago because that's how I downloaded it.
Oh,
Oh, really?
you got it too? I thought it was longer ago than
No,
that.
I think it was like November. No, it had to be earlier than that because the new consoles weren't out yet because I still had a PS4. So it was recently, like fall, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have that one. So it's like I don't know, but I bought Guilty Gear third or however you want to fucking say X fucking 3 whatever the fucking thing is. You know what I'm talking about, dual, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I download or I bought that from Amazon because it's still like $50 on the PlayStation Store because they just
Good
don't keep up
grief.
with that shit. But I started trying to play it, but then I just stopped it and started watching like YouTube videos on how to actually play the fucking game because I'm gonna get the new Guilty Gear when it comes out in April, just because I want
Nice.
to
So
play a
what?
fighting game.
I feel like you guys discussed this with me already, maybe over Messenger. What is that? It's a fighting game?
It's a
Yeah.
fighting game. It's a anime fighting game, I guess
Okay.
you would say.
You ever
Alright.
play You ever play Blaze Blue on
I played the very first one that came out on what was it, PS3 probably then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played the very first one and it was fun, but I didn't understand it competitively.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it was a weird game.
there's a lot to go into it.
Yeah, all I remember is trying to play with that cat.
Oh yeah.
I forgot her name. It's something weird, Taki or something. I don't know. I forgot her name,
my
but
this is gonna hurt my brain.
What does that mean in Japanese? Underage lust?
exactly.
No.
Are you still trying to think of it, Abdul? It's okay. Google
No,
it
I'm not.
on the break. But yeah, I got the I think that's all I really played new this week.
Cool.
Yeah.
All
I've
right.
been moving and shit.
Oh
Pain
right,
in the
yeah,
ass.
you're moving into your wife's house.
Yes, my wife.
Oh,
Good for
it's
you.
growing up.
Oh, off topic. Abdul, you said like a week to get the car all sorted out?
Like a week or two, yeah.
Nice. Nice. All right, we're gonna hold you to that.
Okay.
This has been weekly update on Abdul's car.
Ever since he
Update.
secretly told us that he
Yeah,
bought one.
just casually.
Hey man, I'm Splinter Cell creeping through the city.
Cool. Good. Well, it seems like everything's looking up. Is there anything you guys are looking forward to playing this coming week?
Little
Other
Nightmares too.
than, yeah, Abdul said Little Nightmares, and
No, it's nothing for me for a while. Probably March.
yeah, I'm kind of hitting there. But I committed to Xbox for a minimum of 2 years. I went online and bought 2 years of Xbox Live Gold, because there's this little, it's not a loophole. It's something Microsoft offers, but if you have gold, you can convert it all to Game Pass Ultimate for the price of 1 month of Ultimate. So I'll have 2 years of Game Pass Ultimate for the cost of 2 years of gold, which is significantly cheaper because you can only buy Ultimate at $15 a month. Whereas gold is $5 a month. So
Damn, look at
yeah.
you.
Well, Game Pass is so much. I mean, and I got the Series X. I'm not gonna I honestly have thought about like dipping out on it and selling it in favor of a PS5 just because, but only for like what, like a few games. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Truthfully, all I'd play it for is to like finally play Ghost, and then replay Last of Us a fucking fourth time. So like, there's really no reason for me to get that yet. And I think I can wait 2 years. So.
Oh shit, Abdul, did you try to play Destruction All Stars? I forgot about that one.
Oh yeah, I meant to.
Yes, I forgot to also.
Neither one of you guys played it.
How long did you play it before you stopped?
I didn't play it. No.
Oh, you didn't play it.
Oh yeah, he was saying he forgot to play it.
I forgot it was out. Yeah.
Did you play it at all, Justin?
Yeah, I don't fucking like that shit.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Go into it, baby.
Well, we got 9 minutes, so do that, but then we'll duck out.
It's just, I don't know, man. It's just like a worse version of Twisted Metal, because like all you have really to like destroy cars, at least in the mode I played. I don't know if there's something else, like a different mode that has different shit, but you just ram cars to destroy them, which is like, it just seems kind of lame. I don't know. Because like even like when you're out of the vehicle, like when your vehicle gets destroyed, when you're on foot, I feel like they should have gave you some sort of option to like destroy cars while you're on foot. Instead, you just have to like find another car. Like you could try to like, there's like a dodge mechanic where you can dodge and like grab on the vehicles to like either destroy them or take them over. But I don't know. I don't like it. It's just not fun. I didn't have a fun experience. It's just a weird game.
Yeah, I saw some reviews.
Like, yeah, what are people? I don't even know what people are saying about it.
Imagine if people paid $70 for it then.
Exactly.
I know. I thought it was just okay.
Yeah. It's missing something. It's something like there's a very specific thing that is stopping that from being like a playable game. I don't see it catching on, you know.
Yeah.
That's a strange thing that a lot of games do now is they have every intention of being like the next games as a service game. Like they want to be the next Rocket League, the next Fortnite, you know.
Every game like competitive like that wants to get streamed and like streamed heavily. Just like Fall Guys was before people saw.
That's what people are saying this game
is
supposed to be.
Right. And it's just like it's just missing that thing that I feel like people would want to watch, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. Well, a good thing they went PS Plus then.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I mean, they probably got way more people to get into it.
Exactly.
But we'll have to check back
besides that, like PS Plus this month, like they did really well. Like I hope that trend continues with like just like bangers, you know.
Yeah, and I was actually watching. I didn't really look up to see what like the Control Ultimate Edition looked like, and holy fuck, I was watching the Digital Foundry, and it's so smooth.
Yeah,
my God.
Like, see, I missed it. I missed what it was like before. It was just like me playing through it was just like a really good gaming experience. Like I remember you guys, even Abdul was saying like when you hit pause, it took like 5 seconds for it to pause. Like I missed all of that.
Dude, yeah, and the frame drops were insane. It's like as soon as you came out of the menu. Yeah, I mean, like it was pretty brutal, but like I mean, there was still like impressive shit about it. Like, you know, I mean, obviously, maybe with more money they could have optimized it even better, but on PS4, I mean, like you could really see its age with games like that. And seeing it now, like, you know, it kind of makes me be like, oh fuck, I almost wanted to play it again, but that's one of those games that I don't think I'll play again.
Is the Ultimate Edition on Game Pass?
No, the regular standard edition is, and I don't really care to. I mean, I'm sure it'll be like a really like solid 30, which is fine, but that's not a game that
should run on 30.
Yeah, it doesn't benefit from.
Yeah,
I guess it really benefits from 60.
The game like from beginning to end, it has to be fluid.
Yeah, especially with like how like chaotic that combat can get. I saw like how much more in control you can be. Ooh.
Stupid.
Yeah. With having the frame rate that high, it seemed a lot more immersive, I guess is the right word. But there's a lot of games like that I'm excited for. I mean, like that's primarily why like I was glad I never played Ghost on PS4. I got to a point where I really wanted to, but now inevitably down the road when I get a PS5, that'd be like one of the first games I put in, and I'll get like you got with Control, just the best possible experience right out of the gate, and then you just have like that much more of a.
I'm finding I have to buy. Probably fucking with Biden bucks. I'm gonna buy a new TV.
Oh, nice. Yeah, dude.
Because at this point it's like I need to, because I'm just not.
Is it
I'm
not
like
4K?
I'm getting like the good experience now.
Oh,
I'm
damn.
not. I'm like I'm getting the good experience, but not the because I forgot the Neo 2 remaster came out Friday.
Right.
And like I downloaded it, got it all together, and like immediately went to like change the mode, and like it has 120 frames per second mode.
Oh, wow.
And my TV can't handle it.
Yeah, I would wait if you want 120, you're going to have to wait because the only TVs that can do 120 at 4K with HDMI 2.1 are like $2,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like such like a new thing. If you're cool with a 60 hertz display, which honestly, who really needs more, in my opinion? Because most games are not going to run in 120 moving forward.
Right.
Like your Call of Duties or like your online games will, and if that's what you value, go for it. But there's like some sick displays. What you really want is VRR, variable refresh rate. And there's a Vizio, I think that's like $600. That's 4K, 60 hertz, HDMI 2.1, and has variable refresh rate. And that's like the best fucking deal. So I can send you a couple links and shit. Because like I'm pretty satisfied with mine now. But yeah, that if you need to get into a 4K TV, I think that's the way to go. I don't think 120 is worth it with how little that's probably
Gemini Man.
Was that done in a higher frame rate?
That was 120 frames per second.
Was it really?
Yeah. It looks awful on my TV.
Well, you wouldn't even be able to see it in that. I mean, you could see it in up to, was it 120 or was it just like,
it was 120.
Usually doesn't do that high.
Ang Lee went for 120 frames per second.
Interesting. I'll have to see that then. Because I mean, you should still be able to. Well, here's the cool thing though. Like,
I don't really want to watch Gemini Man.
Oh no, I know. But like with variable refresh rate, it doesn't fuck up if your TV can't handle 120 and can only handle 60. It will like even everything out. Or if you get frame dips below 60, it evens everything out, so you never notice a drop. So that's why that variable refresh rate is huge. It would have fixed screen tearing in Valhalla.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but only like 1% of people have those TVs.
Yeah, I watched a trailer for that, like 120.
We're going to get cut off. I didn't realize it says less than a minute.
Yeah, shut up, Abdul.
Fuck you.
All right, we'll be back shortly.
Peace.
Bye. Hello.
Hello. Oops, sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, I thought your head got hot. All right. Suppose we'll let Abdul in. Figuring we can just dip into some news and see where the conversation takes us. Hopefully not too far away from video games, but realistically, probably that far. First up is something I'm super, super stoked about, and that's the Mass Effect Remastered Edition, Legendary Edition, they call it. Comes out May 14th.
Yeah.
And I'm so down to play those games for a fourth time.
Yeah,
So
I'm excited for it.
same. They did mention that it includes everything, but I guess they lost the source code for one small DLC from the first game.
Yeah, they said it was corrupted.
Yeah, Pinnacle Station. And
Yeah.
and in perfect true to form fashion, people managed to be pissed off about it.
They start sending
Uh,
death threats.
of course. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I'm sure someone did. I will never understand
Yeah,
individuals, man.
I don't know. Someone's just licking their lips. Oh, I can't wait to say these mean things.
Yeah, I on another point, just sort of adjacent to this, they were talking about uh, a report came out that Mass Effect Andromeda was supposed to have like 10 new alien races, when in reality it had 2, and total it had less than the first Mass Effect or something like that, or maybe second. I don't remember.
Was this one has Andromeda too?
No. This is just another side,
Gotcha.
a different story that came out. And then I'm reading the Reddit thread, and they got to talking about how like the characters were like less attractive in Andromeda, which like the female characters specifically, which like to be fair, if you look at it, it turns out they did just copy and paste the Asari face model for every single Asari in Andromeda. None of them had different
Oh,
faces.
oh, really?
Yeah, except for PB, your squad mate. But otherwise, every Asari was the same. And they're like, did they like tone down the attractiveness? And like then they were talking about like how like Ryder's not attractive. And then like the comments went further. And of course, this is all on Reddit.
What's
And
this subreddit?
I don't know which one it was on in particular. Why?
Nothing.
Okay. But they're talking about like the attractive level, and like people are either like shitting on it or defending them. And then this all also gets wrapped up into how they change the camera angles on the Legendary Edition, so it's not like zoomed in on your crewmate Miranda's ass so often.
I read about that one.
Yeah.
What? We should fucking kill him.
And that sentiment, there's a lot of folks over in Kotaku in Action who would agree with you, Abdul.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, and they're trying to like the whole argument is ridiculous, because like you have people like saying like it's disgusting to show Miranda's ass when she's talking about her relationship with her father. And then you have people like defending it, saying like, no, they showed her ass because it shows that her father only saw her as a piece of meat. And if you're looking at her ass, then that means you're just as bad. And it's like,
oh
the
god.
mental gymnastics going on here
Or
insane.
they just want to show her ass, sir. Like,
Right.
what are you talking about?
Or also like, are we really gonna get wrapped up in how attractive not real people are?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
This is
No.
fucking video game. Abdul, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's air this out real quick.
Like, dude, they are video game characters, and they don't even look like real people at their best. Like, can we get over this whole fucking whether or not they give you a hard on?
I like how they're focusing on like this game is like as far as attractiveness for characters, because
Yeah.
like, dude, anime games exist and there's
For
just
real.
there's just so much TNA in those that it's just like
Well,
a thing.
yeah,
that you
but that's
ignore.
art.
Exactly.
Yes, right. It's a cultural thing, so we can
Like that
possibly understand.
that near autonoma thing you sent us, RJ. Like that's just that's just a thing that exists.
That titties wrist pad for the mouse.
Yeah, there's so many
Yeah.
different ones of those. Like not only like from that game, but like from animes and all. It's fucking gross.
They have Goku's testicle one.
Gross as Abdul's arm is resting on one right this second.
Yeah, it's where I hold my cigarette.
He doesn't even have a fucking a computer. He just has one.
He's just resting his jerking off wrist on there. It prevents carpal tunnel. You just have to turn it every 5 minutes.
Hey, man, it's all about living happy.
Clean living. Oh damn. Yeah, no. All in all, though, I'm very excited for Matt. I don't care about any of the
Yeah, we were talking
woke
about
shit they did.
yeah, we were talking about like
Just wanna
May's
play
going
it.
to be a stacked month.
Yeah, it's crazy. We got Resident Evil, Deathloop, Legendary Edition. Returnal comes out April 30th.
I didn't know they pushed that back.
Yeah, there's been a lot of shifting, which like I don't trust any release dates at all.
Yeah, aren't you
anymore,
interested in
so.
that, Justin? Returnal.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy that shit. I think I'm gonna like. I was thinking about how stacked May is, and I was thinking about copping GameFly for a few months because I'm not paying for
That's
all
a
those
good move.
fucking games.
Yeah.
Yeah, $70 a pop too. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
because like I want to buy Resident Evil, kind of, you know. Like I'm not stuck on buying, like having to own it, but I'm for sure gonna get Guilty Gear because Guilty Gear comes out in April 6th or something, 6th or 9th. But yeah, it's just way too many games to have to fucking buy at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. Oh fuck. You know what? Well, I don't know what your guys' interest level is in this, but they're saying that the final cut for Disco Elysium comes out on PS5 in March.
Oh,
Ooh.
really?
Yeah, and they fully voice acted every line in it for the
It
final
wasn't
cut.
Oh,
before.
wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude,
Which
I've been wanting to play that game.
yeah, so you get it. It doesn't come to Xbox until summer, but I still haven't finished it on from Steam yet, which I think I might have to sit down and do soon. But it's a bit long. It's like a 50-hour game.
I forgot you played that.
Yeah, because I never finished it. It's so fucking cool, dude. Like, especially when you get like some distance from it and you just think about like how unique it all is. But there's no combat. It's the visuals are way toned down. It's close. It's as gamey as you could possibly make a visual novel, and that's to say it's really gamey. So
Yeah,
there's definitely RPG mechanics in it. But
you're not to cut you off, but
no,
you
please.
remember that the first like PlayStation 5 State of Play, that dinosaur game or whatever the fuck it was that they were showing.
Oh my god, yes,
I
the
feel like it's
Volcano
gonna be,
High.
yes. I feel
Oh
like it's
yeah,
gonna
ew.
be that, trying to be that kind of game, you know. Whereas like when you say like
Yeah,
like visual novel, I feel like that's what we're gonna see with that game.
Talk about
yeah,
woke people.
yeah. That's a weird one.
Yeah,
We
super.
should
And
be open to
and
pterodactyls.
ever since
They
then,
said something about the creator being saying some maybe it was I don't know, man. Anytime somebody gets canceled now, who knows what it's for?
yeah.
It was like
I want to get canceled.
that would
I
be
mean,
very funny.
honestly, like Abdul, like there's something to that. Because I wish I could be in a position to be canceled.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
it
I would
Yeah,
sounds
feel
funny as hell.
honored. Like, oh shit,
Yeah.
you
yeah.
guys see I got canceled.
Oh my god, I got canceled. I lost both of my followers.
Yeah.
Uh,
What a beautiful
the
world we live
guy
in.
who watches me stream on Twitch stopped watching. Fuck. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, I can't remember what it was for, but they did something. I don't know if it was a he or she, but they did something, I guess, to warrant some kind of. I'd have to look it up. This is a non-point now because I don't remember this.
Yeah, just look up
But
Kotaku.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So we'll see what that looks like. But I mean, that's kind of how the Medium was. You know, it's just like a playable movie. But there's a market for that. I think I enjoyed the Medium quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it more that, you know, it was on Game Pass and I didn't have to really pay for it outside of Game Pass. So,
Yeah.
you know, I definitely like playing games like that, but probably not if they're anthropomorphic, sad dinosaurs. So I think I'm pretty cold on that. But Disco Elysium's so sick. And I mean, I'd say, you know, if it's ever on sale at some point this year, give it a shot, especially if everything's voice acted. That'll be
Yeah, I
fun.
definitely want to play it.
Yeah, I'd like to see what that's like. I guess they're still ironing all that out because there was 1 million plus lines in that game of dialogue. So
Wow.
yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like you have to be like in it very purposefully in that game to enjoy that, because there were times where I'd be talking to somebody and, you know, the dialogue just goes back and forth, and all of a sudden they just go and it's like an entire fucking like chapter that you're just scrolling through, listening or reading them talk. So it's a lot, but a lot of that's by your choice too. So I chose to talk to this person because they served as the lore factor for the game. So
Yeah, I'll just trust you guys that it's a really fun game.
it is. There was a moment where I was fucking sweating bullets trying to pass these checks. Like it felt like the best moments of like D&D sort of.
Yeah.
And it does a good job of really putting you in that role playing mode. And I like it for that reason.
Yeah,
I'll
because
definitely
like
play it again.
if it's interesting, I'll definitely stick around. But like I tried like with Tomb Raider, perfect example. Like the first couple of cutscenes, I was like, all right, like it's just a basic story of being like stranded or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like now every time a cutscene comes on, I'm like literally mashing skip because I just don't give a fuck. Like I don't. I just
This
feel
poor
like
white woman.
I just feel like sometimes those games are too dialogue heavy. Like not enough of it means anything. So I'm just like, all right, can we just like,
right.
can we cut the fat here? Like, just tell me the important shit.
All right. I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear you. I want to control you and watch your jaw get gored by a branch.
Yeah. I want to see you jiggle.
Okay. I wasn't trying to make it sexual, but there you
didn't say
go
her.
again. So Google Stadia shut down their internal studios.
Fucking finally.
What does that
No one
even mean?
cared.
It means
What
that they're
were-
probably
what-
giving up on Stadia.
Oh, it's been a year, a little over a year.
Yeah, but that's the Google way. I mean,
Yeah.
you ever heard of Google
Google.
Fiber, Google Glass, fucking just about anything
Yeah.
they try that isn't an immediate success. They're like that manic girl that you knew in high school and still see on Facebook. She's got a new career choice every other week.
Were they trying to make their own games?
Yeah, they had their own, you know, like in-house studio. So they were hardcore on that. And then now it's just, which, you know, figures. And then in kind of parallel news, you saw Jeff Bezos is stepping down as CEO from Amazon.
Yeah.
So the guy who stepped in says Amazon is 100% committed to gaming. And it's like, okay, well, you've been doing that for like several years and you have not made one fucking game.
Right.
The one game you made, you took off shelves because no one cared about it.
Yeah. Which one was that?
What game was that?
The Crucible or something like that.
Oh, right. Yes. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm here.
I just think there's a certain special something that, you know, Sony having been in it for decades as they have, and Microsoft now, you know, technically being the last newcomer. I don't see it really happening for any other tech giants. I mean, Microsoft almost sold Xbox as recently as like a couple years ago, you know. So
I don't know. I heard Soldier Boy successfully got into gaming.
Shut the fuck up.
What was that thing called?
I forgot, man. I forgot what it was called.
All right.
But it was just a box, an emulator box.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, that's not a legal thing you could do, Soldier Boy.
That's so funny. I just want to put all the games that I've enjoyed on there. No.
It's called Turn My Swag On.
What is it? Is it just called the Soldier Boy? Because that's
Is it?
kind of hilarious.
I have no idea.
That's super funny.
It was
Pre-installed
like
classic games.
he like fucking brought it on the radio. It was like the ugliest fucking thing, too.
He brought like at Sway in the morning, and it was just like,
Yeah.
get out of here.
He's like, man, you ain't gonna be
Incredible.
spending hundreds of dollars, man. You get this one thing, and he's just like fucking. He was like, he got Game Boy, Nintendo. It was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You're gonna get a cease and desist letter.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's like straight up illegal. You might as well just be on the like his new business venture was the equivalent of standing on the corner selling bootleg copies of games.
Exactly.
Yes. Oh man.
Incredible.
Oh.
He just got into business with like some like fucking like Korean underground crime
Exactly.
lord. So good. All right. Well, clipping along. There's a couple like real interesting things, and this one was one of them. So WB Games attempted to patent the Nemesis system from Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor, and they got it approved this week. So they effectively patented that system of gameplay. And at which point it feels like we may never see it again now. I mean, it's WB, dude. They're just like the king of fuck ups.
Yeah, they stated that they're going towards the games as a service for like.
Well, yeah, I mean, they tried to fucking sell the games division last year. I mean, but just really, I don't think anybody was biting. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's what it'll end up being. You know, they want to
So what
create
does that
the
mean?
next.
Like when the next Mortal Kombat comes out, is it going to be 4 characters and then you just have to fucking buy the entire?
I mean, dude, it already like that's only a slight exaggeration of what it is already. Like,
Yeah, but like at least
the way they
give
rip
you
people off.
like basic fighting games. It's like fucking 16 characters and then they fucking add on. But like it sounds like they're just going straight up to like the Killer Instinct game plan where it's like you don't get shit. You have to pay $60 to at least get a decent amount of game, you know?
Yeah, and that's what sucks. I mean, especially when it comes to Mortal Kombat, like it only came out what'll it be like it came out in 2020, didn't it? No.
What?
2019. Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it'll be 2 years. So it's not even 2 years, and they already have everything packaged together for $60.
Right.
Like, fuck early adopters then, I guess. Like,
yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Dude, you're saying $60. That shit last week on the PlayStation Store was like $35.
Oh my god, I want to get it again so bad, but I can't justify not buying the complete version.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And that's what I'm gonna
But yeah,
do.
it's like it's fucking 3 months into that game, I had already spent fucking $80 or $90 or something.
Yeah, damn.
And now I'm fucking so far behind that I can literally rebuy everything for $35. Just like it's fucking trash, man.
Yeah, because they
That's
did
a shit system.
What was the
It
price
really
for like
is.
getting like access to every combat pack out of the gate? Like the season.
I think it was
pass or whatever.
$25.
Okay, so
it was $25 just for like whatever the first 5 or 6.
so not even
were.
all the combat packs.
Right? Yeah.
Fuck. So you'd be looking at if as an early adopter.
Wasn't it like
you'd be looking
40?
at
It was
everything?
40. It was.
Yeah.
No, he's right. It was $40.
And that only includes the first combat pack.
Yep.
So right out of the gate, that's $100. And then they came out with Aftermath, which is $40, and then 2 more combat packs.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It really is.
That's just hustling, baby.
Why would you buy that? Oh my god! Why did I buy that game?
I didn't buy shit.
Good for you, dude. Yeah, because that was what a misfire on my part. Then
Yeah.
pieces of shit, dude. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. It's like it's only a little
You guys
bit.
got boomed.
We got eyebrowed. We got eyebrow rubbed by the boon.
Yeah, because like the characters they came out with were cool, but like also like the first character was Shang Tsung. Is like he should be in a fucking game already, you know?
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
is
In the
level of
combat
anger
pack,
in your face.
Sub-Zero.
exactly. But that might be what they're going to, like fucking
Who knows?
the way it sounds.
Yeah.
Well, the movie's probably gonna have DLC.
That I am so lukewarm excited for that. Like I'm happy it'll just be on HBO Max, but
Yeah.
I mean all we've seen is they don't even have a teaser trailer out yet, right? It's just those
No.
images.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it coming out this year?
Supposedly. I mean, they've moved it around. All this shit keeps getting shut. Even Kong got pushed out a week, or Godzilla Kong got pushed out.
I'm
like
excited
another
about
week.
that now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that being that I don't have to pay $30 to fucking see it, I'll definitely jump on it. But yeah, I mean, it's funny because like this whole shit with HBO Max is exactly what like I've wanted for the longest time. Because I just like I like movies a lot, but going to the movie theater is such a fucking pain in the ass sometimes.
It's an endeavor.
Yeah. So but don't get me wrong, like not having the movie theater now for so long makes me miss it so much.
Oh yeah, dude, same here. I
Even
miss the
shit
movie
I
theater
can't
so
stand.
much.
You used to go like all the fucking time too. So I don't know what that is like. I mean, I imagine you're bummed.
Yeah, it's like I like go like once a week, and it was just I just see a movie.
Yeah. Did they
But, like, I don't
permanently
wanna-
close the Regal one? I think they
Yes,
did.
it's still
I'm
closed,
sorry,
yeah.
the shopping town one.
I don't even know.
Regal. I feel like they may have pulled out of that one entirely. So when we come back out, we may only have
Regal.
Destiny.
That's
Well, they were both Regal. Yeah, I fucked that up too. We only have Destiny and then the movie tavern.
Oh really? Oh, so the shopping town one is closed, you saying?
I think they did permanently close that one.
Oh.
I mean, what was the fucking purpose of them staying there anymore either? So
Yeah.
like I wish we had like I think if you go to like Rochester, they have like 3 movie theaters. Then they have
Do they have an AMC?
They have an AMC, I believe they have a Regal, and they have like a Tinseltown or something it's called, which is just like a smaller version of the same shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'd like to see it come back. I want like a smaller movie theater here again. That like
well, like have you guys been to Hollywood Theater? Out in Mattydale?
It's a second run theater. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, is that okay? I haven't been there since I was like a kid.
They've upgraded. And it's pretty good. It's a decent theater.
Hopefully they survive then, because maybe I'll start doing that.
Because the last movie we saw there was fucking Aquaman.
Oh my god!
what a god awful movie that was. Saying that's god awful, it was still better than Wonder Woman. 1984.
That is crazy because I went through a tear like when we got HBO Max and just like caught up on all the DCU, and I wish I had that like 9 hours of my life back.
Everyone's getting all excited for fucking Justice
Cut.
League. Yeah, it's still gonna be bad.
It's still gonna be bad.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, you guys didn't like the Justice League? Here it is with full control from Zack Snyder. No, thank you. I am all the way good on that shit.
I will say in Batman versus Superman, that little warehouse fight was pretty cool. That's about it.
The whole thing.
I never saw that movie.
Nothing about it was redeemed any of the truly bad parts.
It's like they're like those movies are bad, but then they have the nerve to be like 3 hours bad. Like just
because that's Zack Snyder.
But even like Wonder Woman was it was like 2 hours and 45 minutes or some shit like that. Yeah, that movie is pushing 3 hours. Like,
my god,
it's fucking long.
Really?
Who the fuck is asking for that, dude? I didn't even want Endgame to be that fucking long.
Yeah, I haven't seen Endgame since. I'm one and done.
I've watched it twice, and that was a fucking mistake. Because I the first time I was like, okay, it's done. finally. And then I took my brothers to see it, and I was like, this is the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen. Dude, I'm sitting down to like actually like try. I'm giving WandaVision another shot, and
Yeah,
I just caught up on that. I like
yeah,
it.
me too.
I know
Yeah.
you didn't like it. I like it.
I'm well, here's why I'm mad. It does not suit, like, they made a show with clearly the best way to watch it is to binge it. Like, that's the
Yeah.
and then they release it on a weekly schedule because Disney is terrified of people canceling, rightfully, Disney Plus.
Yeah, they are.
Fucking cocksuckers, dude. Like,
they
that
are
show-
cocksuckers. Disney are the biggest cocksuckers in the industry.
We talked
'Cause that's
about it last
exactly-
week. Yeah.
That's exactly why. It's like you guys have you're not taping this fucking weekly. You have all of these episodes locked and loaded, but you're
And-
releasing it weekly. Like,
Do not get me wrong. There are shows that totally benefit from that. Like, I feel that Mandalorian did not suffer from that at all. And it actually was like fun to like kind of like wait for a new episode because they knew how to make it to suit that schedule. WandaVision either should have been a fucking movie or just be able to binge it because
I
that
remember you saying that before. I can see why it's not a movie. It makes sense.
right.
that
Yeah.
it's not.
The plot revolves around like all these like, you know, what am I trying to say? What's the word? Motifs from television. You know, the whole
Right.
thing is centered
Oh, yeah.
around it being modeled after TV. So of course it's a TV show.
And
That
it's like
tracks.
and like the whole mystery behind it. It's just like what's like lurking behind the curtain and all that. That's what's like alluring. And like what I like about it is like the whole idea of like. Never mind.
But
I was
okay,
just gonna-
yeah. So yeah, no spoilers. But let's take it like really deconstruct it from itself. Like, and looking at one episode, you can take one episode of Breaking Bad, you can take one episode of The Sopranos, you can take one episode of The Mandalorian, and show this is how good this show is. You take one episode out of context of WandaVision, and it doesn't make any fucking sense, and it's just fully retarded. Like, there's nothing about it that can stand on its own.
You can't compare it to like fucking
Yeah. I don't know.
groundbreaking like
Right.
acting like
Okay,
acting
but
shows. You
okay,
know?
but they have it at like 90-something% on fucking Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, I feel like if you take one episode, like if you take like the first episode, there's like some like again like the 1950s motif, but there's like some kind of like I would say almost Twilight Zone-ish kind of like
There
stuff
is
you can
okay,
feel.
but there's like maybe 60 seconds of subtext in that whole episode. That's the thing. Like, the entire thing is that like annoying as shit laugh track, and it gets annoying because you have to like keep returning to this show every week instead of just getting through it. So like the episode I just watched where they like intentionally overdid the laugh track to make it like uncomfortable and shit.
Yeah.
It just holds up so much better if it's all condensed. Do you know what I mean? Having it
Oh, I
stretched
I
out
see
that
what you
way
mean.
is
Yeah.
just- it absolutely ruins it. Like, the
Yeah,
pacing
like the
is
first-
so fucking bad.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, but it's I don't know.
I can definitely see what you mean, but it's like it's like being built like it's being built that way completely on purpose. It's not like they're just like
Right. I just saying that doesn't excuse it because it's
I
I think it's just a misfire.
I think it does though because it's a
Oh,
building thing and not just like this thing that's just supposed to happen instantaneously and like in a
It lends
2-hour
to the
movie,
story.
you know.
Like the whole like yeah, like the backdrop and everything lends to her psyche and everything. Like it lends to the story. It's just not there to be there, I think.
Yeah, I just think intentionally dripping that 25 minutes every week is a bullshit way of doing it. That's not, I don't think that.
But
So,
how
like-
else would you see the way? I don't know if you see the way that they're telling the story now. How else would they do that? You know, like I feel like we talk about how like all of these movies are just like fucking cliche. They are cliche tellings of just like the same story and over and over
Right.
again.
Yeah.
Like this, like they actually trying to do something different, but like how else would they do this? You know, like
Just
they're
re-
telling this, they're
Right.
telling this thing that's like it is different. Like I don't remember ever like seeing a show like this where it's just like this weird like thing that like this weird story that they're trying to tell, So like
Sure.
they're doing something different. Like how else would they do it at this point?
All 8 to 10 episodes at once or longer episodes because.
But that's not their fault. That's fucking Disney,
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not. That's who I'm holding accountable for this. I mean, like, I mean, that's the main problem because like my enjoyment of it suffered greatly. Being shown 25 minutes of it and being like, all right, so now I wait 7 days to find out what. Like, that's not.
I don't know, but that's what we did before.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Truly. But I think TV was written to, I think the way it was produced suited that release schedule because yes, there were cliffhangers, but they weren't every single fucking week. It was, there's some level of catharsis with that stuff. Like even HBO, you look at like Game of Thrones, it's still satisfying to finish the episode of Game of Thrones. And that was still a weekly drip. Do you know what I mean? Like you're like wanted what's next, but you feel like you almost feel bad asking for more. Like that's the way it's.
It just sounds like you're not satisfied with the show, honestly.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I mean, but I don't think
because like I completely
invalid.
Oh no, I'm not saying they're not. It's just like because like after this past episode, like I'm like I'm excited for the newest episode.
All right, yeah. I mean, I guess I'll finish. I mean, I think I'm only like partway through the 4th one now, so we'll see.
Oh, it gets better.
It just like that's the thing. Like the first episode was like I watched it. I was like, it's just fucking bizarre. Like what the fuck is going on? This is just like weird. I can see like I was like, oh, this is obviously fucking something that's going on in Scarlet Witch's head or whatever, or like something I don't know. It obviously wasn't real.
Right.
So
I guess
like,
I just have more patience for that kind of shit if it's not about fucking superheroes and superpowers. Like
just stop watching superhero shit. It doesn't seem like you like it.
I guess.
Like, you said like Endgame wasn't a fucking perfect movie. It was an okay movie, but you said it was trash. You just don't sound like you like superhero shit.
I mean, I did for a long time. I mean, I appreciate what they're doing. It's just like fucking like it's just sensory overload at this point. It's like when they keep sucking your dick after you already came without stopping.
Yes, and like
you're like, get off.
It's I don't know. It's just like that's why I like this new like WandaVision because it feels different.
I think that's why I started this. It grew on me like very quickly because I was like, oh, this is just like some weird reality,
right?
That we're just witnessing, and like they keep giving you parts of like it's 5 episodes, and they've given you like so much information where you can see like what they're trying to do next and like what's coming. You're like, oh fuck, okay, now like you said, Abdul. Now I watched episode 5. What the fuck are they gonna tell us in 6?
Yeah,
you know,
it's like the whole mystery is alluring to me.
All right, well, we spent far too much time on that, and that is my fault. So,
that was a good discussion. I like that.
I think so. I don't mean like I knew it was gonna happen. We're just getting way too far away from video games. Is there we'll just do a long outro. I don't think there's anything worth digging up again. Oh, hey, how about this? Pokemon Sword and Shield, first entry since Gold and Silver to break 20 million copies sold. Right, guys? Right?
It's like you just told us about the Levi's again.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of those.
Those look Jigglypuff jeans. Did
you see a picture of the jeans?
No, I haven't.
Boy, they look ugly. It's like people who like couldn't figure out if they're goth or not in high school to wear.
Oh, that is brutal. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. They have a whole Misty outfit.
How much is that?
Can you screen share that?
I will, yeah. We got just a couple minutes, but I'll do that right now.
I was gonna Google it after, but we're talking about it now. I guess.
Shit, where do you go? There we go. Share screen. Here we go.
Make sure you close those other links. Oh my god! Get the fuck out of here, man.
Look at the jacket.
Is that Pokemon jean jacket? Oh my god.
These look like the official ones. Yeah, this is it right here.
Just imagine someone's drunk, like weeaboo dad at a Pokemon tournament.
Yeah. If it, like, I know like fashion goes in and out, but if I saw this as a kid in the 90s, I'd be like, oh shit, I gotta get that fucking Pikachu jacket. But now it's like, I guess people are still looking for that shit.
Oh, really? Because this is the outfit that I want. Come on. Don't you guys want to dress
you know
up
what? Like just the way that...
What the hell is...
just the way that picture almost felt illegal to look at for some reason.
Oh, damn.
I didn't...
Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, of course her name is Estrid. Whatever. Ew.
Super Heroes? Oh, God, man.
Let's not say anything unwoke, guys.
Fuck it, I'm getting canceled right now. That shit's gross.
Oh, guys.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Watch the YouTube.
I just turned my volume down.
You miss out when you're not watching the YouTube.
Oh, goddamn.
All right. Well, that'll have to do it.
That'll do it for sure.
All right. Thank you for joining us once again, everybody. Follow Justin on Twitch at Choco Bear Gaming, Abdul on Instagram at Oscar winner Sean Penn. You can follow me as I drive to the grocery store here in a little bit. And please check out Game Johns, our little partners in promo this week. And like I said, YouTube, very important. You miss out on some good content there if you don't subscribe to that. So thanks again for listening, and we will catch you guys next Sunday.
Thanks, COVID.
Ooh, a little behind what's it called? Inside baseball. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Later.
Don't call anybody.